Russian Roulette, and Africa. A new ambassador from an African country was appointed to Moscow. Being a type that wanted to learn everything about the host country, the African ambassador embarked on finding about anything that can be learned, tasted, played, participated that were unique to Russia. Across his finding, he came to find out an obscure reference to a game called Russian Roulette, and promptly asked the Russian foreign minister on their monthly talks what was this about. But the minister always kept avoiding the subject. When time came for the ambassador to return to his country, the minister, feeling bad about it, decided to tell the ambassador about the game and even invited him to play. Against all odds, the ambassador survived the game and thanked his host for such high adrenaline entertainment, and back he went to his country. Sometimes later, the Russian minister got an invite from the former African ambassador, now the country's president, to pay a visit. When the Russian visited the palace, the president invited him for a game to a segregated room. Upon entering, the Russian saw that in the center of the room there was a chair, and around it several beautiful African queens of the country, that even Cleopatra or the Queen of Sheba would have been jealous of. Impressed, yet a bit nervous, the Russian asked his host what the game was called. The president, smiling, said that he thought about the game he played while in Russia, and decided to reinvent it based on Africa. It was called African Roulette, and the girls there were to give a blowjob, in turn, to whoever was sitting on the chair in the middle. "But Your Excellency," the Russian said, "where is the excitement, the fear, the adrenaline here? At least in the Russian roulette, there was a bullet waiting." "One of the girls comes from a cannibal tribe," said the African president, smiling.